Hey everyone, it's Laura here from makingcardsisfun.com and welcome to another card making video tutorial here at my YouTube channel and blog. In today's video, I'll be creating a Lawn Fawn slider card featuring their new really high 5 stamp set. That's the set you see on the right, and then the stamp set on the left is Butterfly Kisses, which is from one of their older collections. I'm starting out by stamping my images onto Neenah Solar White 110 pound heavy cardstock using Memento Tuxedo black ink. I clean my stamps using a Lawn Fawn stamp chamois, and I use a Make It by Marco chamois case to hold my chamois. I'm coloring all of these images using Copic sketch markers. For the butterfly, I used R43, R20, and R11. For the yellow butterfly, I'm using Y38, Y35, and Y32. For the turquoise combination on this card, I use BG13, 32, and BG11. For this adorable little bear from the Butterfly Kisses set, I'm using E35, E33, and E31. I am using E30 for his little belly, and for his ears, I'll be using E01 and E0000. I'm also using those shades of pink for the inside of that little bunny's ears. And for the actual bunny, I'm using W310 and 00. So there you go. Going back in with that E01 to add a little bit of color to the inside of those ears. And then for my trampoline, I'm using N6, N4, and N2. For the edge of the trampoline, I'm using Y38, 35, and 32. The Butterfly Kisses stamp set from Lawn Fawn is one of my favorite Lawn Fawn stamp sets out there, just because you can combine it with so many of their other stamps. I especially love to use the little bear and those little butterflies. Now that I colored all of these images, it's time to use the coordinating dies to cut all of these images out. I run them through my Spellbinder's Platinum 6 die cutting machine, and then I am using a rectangle from the Large Stitched Rectangles die cut set from Lawn Fawn, and some pattern paper from their Hello Sunshine Remix paper pack. I'm going to run that rectangle die once more through my die cutting machine. This time I'm using Cilantro cardstock from Lawn Fawn, and I'm also using the Grassy border die from Lawn Fawn to create a nice little border for my slider cards. I'm positioning my Grassy border and my trampoline just so I can figure out where I have to place my slider from the Slide On Over die cut set from Lawn Fawn. Now that I figured it out, I'm running it through my die cutting machine, and then I am going to do some heat embossing. I'm prepping my cardstock using kitchen flour to remove any static cling, and then I am stamping my sentiment using Versamark ink. This sentiment says, "It's your birthday," and it's from the really high 5 stamp set from Lawn Fawn. I'm sprinkling on Opaque Bright White Embossing Powder from Wow, and then I am heat setting that powder until it's melted. Going to adhere my Grassy border to my slider piece using my ATG from Scotch, and then I'll be stamping another sentiment on my card front using my Misty tool. I am going to position my little bunny just so I can see where I have to stamp the sentiment. Then I'm picking up that stamp using my Misty, and then I am inking it up using Memento Tuxedo black ink. So next it's time to create the little slider piece. So I'm going to create a track for my little slider. To make my image slide, I like to use a penny and some foam tape from Scotch. I like to use a double layer of foam tape since that's just the perfect thickness for my penny to slide really well. So I'm just going to create a little frame for that penny, making sure that the penny doesn't touch the edges of my foam tape since it needs enough space to move up and down. I'm using Scotch ATG. Of course, you can use any brand, but this one is definitely my favorite foam tape out there. I tried different brands, but so far the Scotch tape is my favorite. Now that I created my little frame, I am going to use a tiny piece of foam tape. So this is the same tape, so it's doubled up, and I'm going to adhere it in the center of my penny. So there you go. So now you can line that up perfectly. I'm using kitchen flour to remove the stickiness on the edges of my foam tape. So this definitely helps the slider to slide really well, so to slide up and down. I'm using it everywhere on all of my foam tape. I'm also using it on the little slot and then on the penny. Just removing the backer sheet, going to line up my penny with my slider, and then I can just adhere that little bunny on there, and then your slider piece will be ready. So there you go. Now it slides up and down and it looks like the bunny is jumping up and down the trampoline. And I thought that it would be fun to use this grassy border because it kind of covers up part of the slider, so that makes it just a little bit prettier. I'm adhering the trampoline using the Fawn glue tube in my EK Success tweezers. And then I am going to apply some of this glue onto a piece of scrap paper. And then I can pick up each piece of confetti using my tweezers. Then I can just kind of dip that into the glue, tap off the excess, and then adhere that on my card front. For the butterflies, I'm using some foam tape since I wanted a little bit of dimension and I really wanted those butterflies to pop. I'm using the largest rectangle from the outside in stitched rectangles I could set from Lawn Fawn and pattern paper from the Hello Sunshine Remix paper pad from Lawn Fawn to create my card base. I'm adhering my slider piece to this piece of pattern paper using the foam tape that we used to create that little track for my penny. And then I am going to adhere that teeny tiny piece from the slider. And I'm going to slide that underneath that penny just to make sure that everything blends together and that you don't see the coral pattern paper. So it's just a little bit tricky to position it the right way, but it's definitely doable if you have a lot of patience. I'm adhering this little bear using some foam adhesive, and then I also adhered his little party hat. I'm applying some sparkle using a Spectrum Noir shimmer pen, and of course I'm also going in with Tonic Nouveau crystal glaze. But I'll be doing that later in the video because first I'll be adhering my finished card front to a note card that I cut to 4" by 5 1/4, so it's slightly smaller than a standard size A2 note card. So here I'm going in with the Tonic Nouveau crystal glaze, and then finally I am applying some Tonic Nouveau white blizzard glitter drops here and there to finish off this card. So there you go, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell below, and give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you very soon. Bye bye!